look, camera problems.
Yeah, see, the problem is he's taller than me, so he was just saying I should stand on a bucket.
Fishing with midgets.
It's like little and large, Laura and Hardy.
That's it. It is.
Chuckle Brothers.
No, definitely not.
Episode 2 of Club Sessions for Eclipse Baits channel. We are Paul and Lee from Reality Carp Fishing TV. So we're back down the Club Lake. The pollard on the caps ticket, and we left it a few weeks, didn't we, because they were spawning.
At least a few weeks, mate. You've got to leave them when they're spawning. It was just getting hot. Fish were spawning all in the shallows. You're wasting your time, and it's unethical in my view to start fishing when they're spawning. So a few weeks off, bit of DIY.
Yeah.
Smashed my house to bits.
Yeah, I did a bit of that as well. Built some IKEA cupboards and shit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got some brownie points from the missus.
Yeah, I didn't get any of them.
And here we are.
And here we are. But before we get into a serious conversation...
Are we ever serious?
I don't know. I have it on good authority from Slarky Bartfast
Slarky Bartfast.
that your milkshake brings all the boys to the bivvy.
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
I know. If you watch all your videos back, it's Paul at his bivvy with all the boys.
Yeah.
And he told me,
Yeah.
your milkshake brings all the boys to the bivvy.
Good old Bazza. Old Slarty Bartfast.
That's it.
Yes.
So it's a nice overcast day today.
Weather is good.
Weather is good. Nice southerly wind. It's actually pretty quiet, to be fair.
The football's on later, so I think that's why not so many people are down here, so that's good news.
10 or 12, I suppose, something like that there is.
Yeah. We haven't seen a lot to go on, but we've opted for the middle of the lake. Pegs 26, 27.
Yeah, there was a few fish out in the middle that we see early on.
Yeah, a few.
Out over in sort of like the other side of the lake. It was some people just literally went over there. They've gone a little bit further down from where they were, but they've occupied the swims that would have been where the fish were. But since they've gone over there and done their business, it's quieted down a little bit. But I'm optimistic because it's,
yeah, it feels right. It does feel right, and if they've got the spawning out of the way, hopefully they want a munch.
They move on here. They move.
Yeah, yeah. It's changeable weather. We've got a bit of drizzle, got a bit of sun, bit of wind. Pressure's quite low. I think it's down to 1,005. Yeah. Not
Happy
bad.
day to soak for a fish then, shall we?
Yeah, yeah. So I've gone in with 20 spoms, mixture of boilies, hemp, corn, and a few of the liquids, the Eclipse liquids.
And some products that we'll talk about in a little while.
Yep. And I've still got my create your own maple toffee.
I'm fishing Faithful Virus.
You're on the Faithful Virus.
And the unreleased bait as yet. I've still got the unreleased bait going, so.
So you're still testing that one out.
Yep.
Right, it's starting to drizzle again now. So I think I'm going to have a cup of tea. See how the...
Yeah, keep an eye on the water. See what's going on.
There was one, wasn't it?
It was. There you go.
Just saw one. Quite close in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a cup of tea, watch qualifying, see if Lando can get pole, and
Go from there. Get your milkshake out.
get my milkshake and get all the boys to the yard, and yeah, join us again later.
Adios. Oh, and we're off. Paul's got another Carp Hack.
Yeah, Carp Hack 2.0. Lee showed you his one last time. It's quite a simple little hack, but I don't see everyone doing it. Not that you've got to do it, obviously, but I think it might just save your spom sometimes. So everyone's got one of these, a spom and a spom rod, and you know, everyone leans it up against the tree like that. Yeah, spom blowing around in the wind. It could get damaged, it could get trodden on. But no, a little hack. What you can do is open up your spom. There's your braid, clip. There it is, on the braid, clipped up, out of danger, so when you hang that in the tree next to your bivvy, ain't going to go anywhere, ain't going to blow around, ain't going to get damaged, not going to get trodden on. Carp Hack 2.0.
Well, Paul, there is a version 2 of Hack 2.0.
2.1.
Possibly.
So this is the way you do it, isn't it? I can't see how it's better than 2.0 though. But yes, there is another way of doing this. Basically, got your spom and you wrap it round your reel handle like that, and then you can put your spod rod down, get it snagged in the trees. There you go. 2.1. Oh, what's this product?
This is the Eclipse Baits cool bag.
Ooh.
Let me show you what's in my bag. First things first, let's get it out of the way, right? There's an elephant in the room, Crocs and socks, okay? It is cool, it is hot, I can't be arsed with my trousers flapping around. We're going with a style.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Whatever you say, Lee.
Yep. Got to get comfortable while I talk about the Eclipse Baits cool
Yeah,
bag.
more importantly, what's this?
So this is the Eclipse Baits cool bag.
Yep.
I purchased one of these probably just around Christmas time, not long after they come out. They was available to the team first, as you do. So I purchased one of these because I carry quite a big cool bag from a tracker. I've got a great big monstrous thing. And when I'm doing short sessions, especially like today, I don't want to carry something big. You know, keep the food cool, accessible, looking carpy as well.
DPM.
In DPM. So it's got pucker zips. I'm really impressed with the zips.
Yeah, chunky zips.
On this. You know, it's got the thermal lining that keeps everything cool, and it's really, really padded. I mean, that must be about 10-15 mil thick, the padding on the lid.
Proper good padding.
Really good padding, really strong sturdy zips with a little tassel so you don't have to fiddle around trying to find and fumble where they are. A really strong handle on the top. I mean, carrying it around, or you can put it on the top of your barrow, whatever, if you're going for a day session or a picnic with your family, whatever it may be. Yeah, so I put refrigerated type of food in it. I've got lunch, which is a pasta, bought from the shops. I've got bananas that were cold. I've got Scotch eggs. I've got dinner for this evening, which is a lovely wasabi chili chicken yakisoba.
Lunch.
For anybody who likes bento food, what a winner that is. £4 from Tesco's, can't go wrong when you're on the bank. So that'll go in the Ridge Monkey a little bit later. I mean, when you look there, they're quite considerable containers to still pack into the cool bag. A little bit of pineapple, one of the best fruits for absorbing protein. Anybody that's doing that, I love a bit of pineapple myself. And I've still got plenty of space. I've had drink bottles in there. You know, this is easily enough for a 24-hour session. And it means I can travel a lot lighter. What a brilliant little product that's saved me taking my walking rucksack and my walking food bag. As my mate Jimbo says, I carry everything but a kitchen sink. Well, Jimbo, not anymore.
Let me just go back to the Crocs and socks. Thank you very much. So you just seen Lee what he uses his cool bag for. Here's my Eclipse Baits cool bag. Already explained, DPM car, lovely handle, lovely zips. But rather than keeping food in it, which I do, but also I keep my bait in there, my boilies, keep them nice and fresh.
Really?
Oh yeah, it works.
Look at that.
So straight out the freezer, into the cool bag. Usually I've got a freezer pack in here which you can get off eBay for a couple of quid, but I forgot it.
We have put a few boilies out this session though, so it is looking a bit sparse.
So,
but
that keeps it all nice and fresh, and you obviously all this insulation padding around it, you can keep your boilies in there and keep them really, really fresh on your session, rather than going all sticky and going off. Especially if you're on a long session, when you've got freezer baits, this is absolutely ideal for it. So that's what I do with mine. I just keep my freezer baits in there, keep them fresh on my session. So,
Eclipse Game Show. What's in your bucket?
What's in your bucket?
Well, I have a particular branded bucket that has the boxes in, Ridge Monkey. We'll start with box number 1. Always carry some essentials for me. Bait sprays. Obviously for the flavoured hook baits that you're using, got to have a couple of them in there. Always good to boost them. Some spare PVA bags if I need to use. Some specials that I use in my PVA bags.
Under the counter specials.
Some glugs to soak bits and bobs in. Although I don't really pull that out anymore because plastic and cork and everything else is banned.
It's banned on this water.
A little bit of another golden liquid that I use for dipping baits. A little bit of sweetness.
Not a urine sample.
Or something like that. Urine sample could well be.
It looks
Not
like
a lot. And then the Eco Stops, always handy for flecking off if you're putting boilie on a hair rig, something like that.
Yeah, they're good little things, they are.
They are great little things.
They're also semi-buoyant as well, so...
Yeah. Box 1.
What else we got in here, Lee?
Box 2. Some more goodies. I have my PVA mesh spares. Several sticks of that in case that goes. Again, more pots, but this time it's the Icons. Brilliant alternative to the plastics.
We love the Icons.
Love an Icon. Again, in various flavours or colours, just depending what suits, because if you're trying to scratch or a bite, it can be a fleck of colour that can make all of the difference. Some blanks in pink and white. Saves me carrying around lots of different pots of things. Just a couple of for hook baits there. Again, some pink wafters. In case I want to put some wafters.
That's it, and you can flavour them yourself, can't you?
Yeah, that's bait sprays in the bag. Boom, jobs are good, and thank you very much. Box 1 and 2. Now we get into the nitty gritty.
The main compartment.
This here is the new bait that's still on test. Isn't out yet. Actually, it isn't branded, so it doesn't matter. These are them in wafters. I also have them in a slightly different colour on this batch. I've tried a lighter colour just to see. Again, new box. These are pop-ups, so these are the new flavour, and I've got them in dumbbell just in case. You know, always have some various options. So that's what I've got one of my rods fishing at the moment, and I have them also in the powdered jackets. Another excellent product across the range. Coated boilies, coated hook baits, really packed flavour, brilliant little edge to your fishing. 7
coatings on them.
7 coatings indeed. So I've got a little range of what's going on with the new baits. Beside me is a rather used pot of the main range Virus in wafters. I'm a big advocate of wafter and using pop-ups for the type of rig that I use. So yeah, that's my stable bait as it is, but I've been using the Hatch as is at the moment. Again, I've got the Virus in powdered jackets. You can't not have them. Some pop-ups in the Virus. I like to have a little bit of a smaller pop-up just so I can fish snowman sometimes with my hook baits. If I'm going to use a larger pop-up, it'll be with a Ronnie or something like that, but the lake that I'm fishing, it's only usually snowmans. I don't fish many pop-ups. Then I've got some little goodies that are unbranded, but they're flavoured pop-ups. Again, I use these for solid bags, tipping, or sometimes if fish are quite finicky and you just want to put a bit of colour out there in amongst your spot, just one of them on its own. Hook weighs it down, sits it nicely, just flecking off the bottom. Happy days, lovely bit of colour. So we move on to the smokes. I've got 3 of the flavours here. The pink, what a colour that is. That's great for PVA bags. Sprinkle on the top of your spod mix, PVA mesh, something like that. When that goes in the water, that is something else. So that's one of my favourites. Not only that, it's in the Cherry Virus. We also have the Virus, which is a darker red. Again, works exactly the same way. Brilliant for all of the different types of situations of fishing. When it's in the water, I'm sure you've seen so many other test videos where we've shown the smokes used with a fizzy bag, etc. What a product. And last but not least, the test one. It matches the test bait. No, unbranded obviously for reasons, because it's on test. got to have a few different things in your armoury. Then I keep my crusher. You never know what you might need that for if you're going to make some bags or stuff. And a pot of spod gravy. That is what's in your bucket.
The bucket list. Right, can I say, Carl and Tristan, you've got nothing on us. Your little bromance going on, but me and Lee swap fluids. So here we've got some Eclipse Baits smokes. I didn't have this one, and I use Supreme Cream a lot. But I didn't have this in my bucket, and I went round to Lee and I said, have you got one? Yes, I have got one of those. So I did a little trade with him, and we swapped fluids, didn't we?
We did, mate.
I gave him one of the old gloops that we had, the old Eclipse Baits gloops, and he traded for one of these Supreme Cream smokes, which I now put on my Supreme Cream pop-ups. All you got to do is give the bottle a good shake, drip that over your pop-ups, put the lid back on, give them a good shake, and that will infuse into your pop-ups. And then once you've cast that out there, and when it's on the bottom on your rig, the smokes will come off of the boilie, attracting the fish to your hook bait. Well, good evening, Bivy Cam. So, nothing happening yet, but we have seen a few fish, which is good. There's a couple of fish showed on my spots, and there was one showed in my near margin, which scared the life out of me. But England just went on penalties, so that's good news. We just watched that, and I'm just going to tuck into some Pindi Chana Alu, and settle down for the evening and hopefully catch a fish overnight. I mean, this swim that I'm in now does tend to do a lot of night bites. I've caught a lot of fish from this swim at night, including a few 30-pounders and lots of 20s. So yeah, this is a good swim for that. And they're starting to show all around the lake as I speak to you now. I can see another one. But my Pindi Chana Alu is now boiling away. I've put 10 more spombs out, hemp corn, maple toffee boilies from the Create Your Own range. So I'm going to settle down now, have some tea. See you in a bit.
What a cracking little stocky. Just over 17 pounds. First light on the new bait. What a stunner, I'm over the moon. Got me out of bed, absolutely blazed off. Great little battle. This is one for the future.
And that's what you get for saving the goose.
This one I'm going to name Goose, actually. You should be able to tell this fish from the other side. There's three little scales right smack bang in the middle of it. This torso. You're going to be called Goose.
Yeah, Lee saved the goose. Carp God shone on him.
He's got a huge paddle. The tail is massive.
That's why you got that good fight, mate.
What a fish.
Yeah, special.
So there we go. Victory flag up against the bushes beside me. What a lovely sunrise this morning out across the lake. Just had my fish, put the rods back out, a couple of hours before we go home. Let's see if I can snab a few more. I'd like something a little bit bigger, but that little fish that I just had, now named Goose, after saving the goose, he'll be very distinct, easily recognisable. Great little fish, definitely one for the future.
Don't know why I'm puffing my cheeks out. You push my barra.
I know.
There we go. There we are. You can hold it higher because you're taller than me, see?
Look how small you look down there, look.
It's like drone. Drone footage.
La Migier, look. It's like my very own Warwick Davis, look.
You know, so many jigs nowadays? I thought it was dwarves, isn't it?
Vertically challenged, I think would be politically correct. Yeah, last little catch up before we go home. It was an eventful night, lots of activity.
Loads of fish showing.
Loads of showing. Yeah, I only managed to winkle one out. A lovely stocky. I think it was payback for the saving the goose.
Yeah.
So I've nicknamed that fish the Goose.
Tell us what you did, because I did video that bit, but it won't listen.
Did it?
I didn't push record.
Oh, okay.
So tell them how you saved the goose.
So I was sitting there, and I kept seeing a flash of white on the far margins, and I thought, what is that flashing over there? And I sat and watched it for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and it was only travelling a certain distance along the edge of the margin. So I thought, I wonder what that could be. And then I suddenly see the wing of something flap out, but it wasn't going anywhere. So I thought, that's a bird stuck. It can only be one of the geese, because there was only one swimming around, and there is a pair of them on here. So off I went, trundled round, hopped into the margin because it was only shallow, and there she was, wrapped up in braid. Bless her. So I cut her free, cut all the braid out of the trees, removed those dangerous snags. That was that, really. So she swam off to live another day.
Yeah, and give us some food and...
Caught a carp because of it.
Yeah, carp gods got you one. I got bream, so...
Yeah.
You might turn for the bream this week.
Yeah, you're bream king this week. So.
But we shall see you very soon, because we're back down here in a couple of weeks for a week-long session. So we'll vlog all that for you. Hopefully a few more fish to show you. Thanks for sticking with it. Please subscribe as well to the Eclipse Baits YouTube channel. Get as many followers as we can, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future content.
Yep. Don't forget our page as well, which is the Reality Carp Fishing TV page. There's lots of our content on there as well, so always up for a giggle, plenty of comedy moments, so yeah, be sure to check it out. Otherwise, peace out.
Enjoy your fishing.